Yay Media Group.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Me and Lo. We are so excited to be with you today. We just moved around our podcast setting, and I think I love this. I love this new vibe. We have a new podcast station coming, a new whole room that's going to be our podcast room. But you know what is so crazy? I was an interior designer before in my previous life, and for some reason, I decorated this house beautiful. If you could see it, it's so beautiful. But for some reason, I'm having the hardest time with this podcast room, and I think it's the first time that I've had someone else's opinion. And so it's taken me a minute to get a vibe going.
Who was it? The neighbor or somebody? Whose opinion was it?
Yours.
It cost you nothing to pay me no mind.
I gotta pay you some mind.
Cost you nothing to pay me no mind. What woman pay a guy in mind?
What would I do? What would you do if I did exactly what you said you didn't think we should do? What would you do? What would you do if you walked in there and something that you said you didn't like I had done? What would you do?
I'd just be sitting up here doing our podcast with these logos on there. Say Real Talk Kim. It don't say Real Talk Angelo. I'll just be on here, just do what guys do. Guys go with the flow.
You think?
Yeah, guys go with the flow.
You think you go with the flow?
Yeah, they go with the flow. They just want to watch some football and stuff and eat some collard greens and stuff and have some good food.
Men are really easy.
Simple. And they
really are.
And we just got to keep it like that.
Babe, I love this. I love today's podcast, which we're going to be talking about fight the problem, not each other. And I love this whole month because you and I are in relationship goals,
right? Which
is our first masterclass that we have done together. And how's it going for you? How are you excited about the process?
I'm so excited.
You're doing so good.
Can you tell?
I know you're gonna have to be talking up for the podcast.
Can you tell I'm talking? I'm here I'm here every month.
Baby, Lincoln sent me a text the other day when Lincoln was doing a clip of our podcast. He said Angelo is whispering. I can't even hardly get a good clip because Angelo is whispering. So make sure you talk up today.
There's so many people that want to imitate what I'm doing and duplicate. So
they do?
So sometimes they got to go back. I want them to go back and view it again. I got more viewers and stuff. So I know what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah. This is strategic.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, and I'm seeing some of the girls and one of them, like the moderator, she said, I watched it like twice.
I love that.
I'm like, wow. Yeah,
I love that. We have some really great people in our world.
So you tell Lincoln, do you understand the words that are coming out my mouth?
It's funny because Lincoln might be our worst critic. Yeah. Lincoln's the one that keeps us on our toes.
Do you understand the words that are coming out my mouth?
So y'all listen, you still have time to get into relationship goals. It is for married people. It's for singles. It's for people that want to be married. It's for people that have trust issues, commitment issues. It is going to be 5 weeks with me and Angelo on a Monday night, October the 7th. It starts at 6 p.m. Here's the good thing about it is that you can go back and watch as many times as you want. And say your husband's like, I don't want to be watching that. I don't like her voice. Whatever it is, it's his excuse to not get on this. The cool thing about it is y'all can go back and have a date night and go back and watch the replays as much as you want. So you could join relationship goals 12 months down the road and go back and watch. I believe that we're going to share some very good information this entire month.
Yeah.
Because you and I both have walked through divorce. We've both walked through blending families. We both fell in love in our 50s. How did that happen? What do we do to prepare? How do we learn how to have biblical order in our home? Yeah. And so I would love for everybody to join. So encourage them right now to join, baby.
Yeah, it's definitely so important because you always hear someone say, I'm the breadwinner.
Yeah.
of the house.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we hear
That's huge.
some of the simple things that people say out their mouth, but
that destroy a relationship.
yeah, and it's like, well, if you got married together, so it's not like who's the breadwinner, who's providing, who's not. So your income and both incomes, if you split it in half, so if you make $1 million, you make $500,000.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you split it in half.
you split it in half.
What's yours is his. What's his is yours. And that really is in this culture now breaking up a lot. So listen, here's what we need to do. We're about to get into it.
Right.
Go get your RTK journal right now and go to the restroom. Go get your popcorn. You're going to want to take notes. But before you go, make sure that you subscribe wherever you're listening to this from. You can listen to it on Spotify, iHeartRadio. You can just listen to it, or you can watch it on our YouTube channel, which is Real Talk Kim. All over social media, it's Real Talk Kim. So make sure that you follow me on all those pages. Subscribe wherever you're watching this from. Push that subscribe button. Make sure you share this right now with somebody, and we will be right back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Me and my sweet husband.
Welcome back.
Baby.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Who ever thought that me and you would become podcast partners? Did you ever dream that you would be on a podcast?
No, I did a few commercials just doing business and stuff like that, and probably missed a couple movies and stuff, in my time since I got here.
Because you're such a star.
Yeah, they just, you just got to, you just receive your blessings.
You know what's funny is when we first got started, we were talking to a major network about doing a show with me and you, like following our family. And we were looking at the sizzle reel the other day, and the amount of growth that me and you have had we've been together, what, 1 year and 8 months?
2 years.
Almost 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah.
The amount of growth from just even 8 months ago is unbelievable. Like, we look completely different. Like, we've both elevated.
Yeah.
And so what I want to talk about today is when you're in the right relationship makes you love yourself more.
Right.
Now, somebody said, when I put a post up about that, they said, well, here's the problem. You should have loved yourself before. Anyway, that's not even what I was saying, Karen. I was saying.
That was Helen.
That was Helen.
And Barbara.
It's like people, and this is one of our advices today. Make sure that you are listening to hear and not to respond.
Right.
But when you and I got into a relationship, it was so different for us. We both were not looking for a relationship necessarily. We just fell in love. What has the last 2 years, because we're talking today about marriage advice to people that are married, because we've got relationship goals, and you still can sign up by going to realtalkkim.com and getting your space today, realtalkkim.com, or rtkcouplesgoals.com. What have you learned being in a relationship with me and us? We've been married almost 6 months now. What have you learned? A lot. What can you say as a man has been one of your biggest stretches in being married?
Well, I'm OCD. No.
You are.
I bet I'm clean.
You are.
I bet I'm clean to death.
You are clean to death.
Fresh and clean to death. So you got to know that.
So have I gotten on your nerves?
So I try. I just move the stuff out of the way.
Have I?
I just move the stuff out of the way.
Let's talk on this camera.
I move the stuff out the way.
What have I done?
I move the stuff out the way.
What's the stuff?
I mean, I get, inside, you see, because guys got to understand this, and you got to look at this with who you are, and then you got to accept the person for who they are.
Baby.
So you like, okay, I rode in her car. She had a lot of bubble gum and a lot of scrawl papers and cups and stuff like that. So you like, can I deal with that? Because the last girl probably had...
Are you talking about me?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. she, she got a lot of old cornflakes boxes that she didn't throw away in the cat. So you got to go in there and do an inspection to produce some protection.
Yeah.
So,
but here's what I think, baby. Listen to me. I think that when you date somebody, you should go say, let me see your closet. Because if that woman's closet is all color-coded, run. Because she's a psycho. But if she got stuff just sitting everywhere, that means she enjoys life. So maybe it's...
No, you don't need to run. You need to run. She got everything sitting over. You don't know what's dirty and what's clean over here. Is this a dirty clothes hamper? Or what is this over here? Is this,
oh my
is this
God.
a clean... Like, why is this not folded up? Why is this not in the organized? I mean, we got custom closets here. So you can't be like, this is going somewhere.
But when we got married, I had to literally make space. In my old house that I sold to come in here, I had an entire custom-made room, huge for my clothing. And when I moved here, I've got 3 closets. So I had to make a whole closet. Now I got all my stuff in 2 closets.
It took you a minute to get there. But it's still, what we saying is, what about the people that don't have a big house yet that's trying to get there? They
so
might not.
What would your advice be?
Well, you got to start where you are.
Yeah.
You know, use what you have. Yeah. So if you start where you at, use what you have and stuff right now.
But I think it's so imperative that you do what you said.
Yeah.
You said, I understood. Like, I didn't even know you were looking at the straw papers and the gum papers and the cornflakes. I got 12 boxes of cereal. Because I'm always the type of person, I don't just buy one. I buy a lot.
Yeah.
You buy only what we need.
Only what we need. Like, I'm not going out here getting all this stuff.
But that's kind of been a problem.
Flashlights, it's about the storm.
Yeah,
and all.
you don't do none of that.
I'm not doing to get all the candles and all. I'm like, we're going to sleep. Don't even sleep with lights on.
I know it.
But you know, the thing is that we, guys that look at how to figure they're gonna be, how they can get past the next from dating though.
Yeah.
So that may be certain things that a guy look at. Most women don't look at certain stuff. They just say, well,
he makes me feel a certain way.
Yeah. They look at the whole. They look at the appearance. Like, oh, his hairline is back here, so I don't know, girl. I don't know if I can go out with him.
Yes, but just stuff that's in the outside.
Oh, his teeth.
When really the inside's what matters.
Yeah.
Because what's on the inside comes out.
Yeah, his teeth.
Even in cleanliness.
Yeah, his teeth is crooked and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was dating somebody and his teeth
you
were
got
crooked.
bad breath then.
Hey, one time I was dating someone when his teeth were crooked. He was a nice guy. And Mimi goes, you could fix his teeth. She said, don't chalk people off because of their appearance if it's fixable, especially if it's a great person. Okay, so here's number 1 for you guys to write down. Here's the number 1 tip for marriage advice that I've learned.
That you learned.
Yeah, in the last 6 months of our marriage, okay?
Right.
Number 1 is fight the problem, not each other.
How do you do that?
Fight the problem, not each other. Because the Bible says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. A lot of times when we're fighting a person, like the problem in marriages is we're taking out the anger or the stress of our day on our partner. So we're fighting the problem. Like you come to me and say, Kimberly, I need you to clean up more. I need you to stop leaving stuff in the sink. I need you. And I'm over here saying, you're just so nitpicky. You're just so, I'm attacking, feeling attacked.
Like
and so instead,
don't get another big suitcase. Just unpack the suitcase when you get home.
Yes, that's good.
See, prime example.
So we're fighting the problem, which
that's
is
the problem.
The problem is you don't need to go buy every color. Just wash what you got or unpack what you got.
Take it to the dry.
So I've learned to fight the problem, not each other. And you and I are pretty good at that. We've had a few our arguments are stupid. Was
it you being the problem or? I mean, because me, I've been, I'm well organized.
You don't think that ever so often you go off on a tangent over dumb stuff.
I'm just well organized, and that's just the thing.
I'm talking like one time we went in the gym, and I didn't feel like doing the Stairmaster. We left the entire gym because I didn't want to do a Stairmaster. What was that? We were not fighting the problem. We began to fight each other.
It wouldn't been no Michael Jordan. It wouldn't be no LeBron James if they didn't feel like doing something. It wouldn't be no Real Talk Kim. It wouldn't be no getting up. How you gonna get up? It wouldn't be no, and that's the thing is that when you get when you get up out of bed, I thank God that when my feet touch the ground. Because there's certain people and stuff. When we see people that's probably had a stroke, that they're in that gym and stuff, it took a lot of willpower for someone to get there and try to get back, and they praise God. They're praising God every day that they won't take God for granted, that they can get that strength back.
So here's what I discovered.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I discovered that day.
Mm-hmm.
I discovered that I can't even fight you in those situations because that's what you're thinking. You're in your head thinking that. I'm in my head thinking, my stomach hurts. I don't feel like doing these Stairmasters, but I'll go lift weights. And I have learned that when you feel stirred, that there's something deeper going on. So now I've learned to just be quiet and let grace flow. That's fighting the problem, not each other. What?
I'm gonna raise my hand for a minute. I'm gonna raise my hand for a minute. I mean, look in the camera and let them know. Do you like the Stairmaster?
No,
or you don't?
I hate the Stairmaster.
Okay. So the problem was.
So
Maybe your problem was your stomach.
But so what? I run. I get on the treadmill and run. Yeah. Why do I have? It's like ever so often you just want to torture in the gym, and I'm obviously I got guns, so I'm obviously doing something right.
It's no torture. You can't. Sometimes you can't always put the horse before the carriage, and sometimes we can't always think that.
Oh God!
Sometimes we think that you win one championship, and you're like, gosh. You gone. You just
no. I don't believe that. Yeah. But don't you think sometimes
it's a reason
you
why
can just let it go?
It's a reason.
Let it go.
To be on top of your game, and this is something that we have.
I've learned that.
This is something we look at. Those books come out of a lot of hard work.
Here's another one. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Here's another one. Another thing that I've learned in the last 6 months being married to you is intimacy. Intimacy, and we have to keep it spicy. We have to pick selective times to make sure that we're keeping ourselves. We got to pay attention to each other. Like it's important that because our life is so busy, that we are connecting.
I'm doing a great job. Wouldn't you agree?
We are not hurting in that department.
Yeah, I'm doing a great job.
We are absolutely. That's the funnest thing about being married is that you get to have a spend the night party with your best friend.
They want to know what
want to
know what the cups were saying.
Baby,
they see what it say. It say cozy night. So I know that it ain't no liquid loneliness. So y'all may have some liquid loneliness, but
listen, we have to make sure that we are being intentional about keeping intimacy in your marriages.
And the Stairmaster is definitely.
We're going back to the Stairmaster.
That's definitely one to keep it spicy.
Yo, I'm telling you, he doesn't leave anything alone.
That keep it spicy. These guys understand this stuff. What I'm saying, women, it's gonna take a while for y'all to understand some of the stuff. This is the ingredients of stuff of looking sexy, feeling sexy.
But I look sexy without the Stairmaster.
Sexier. It's all we can get her.
I'm not getting.
Can you get her? Can you get a little bit more?
But I'm gonna sit and cheer you on while you climbing, baby.
And when you're saying into.
What?
Yeah, that's what you're saying when we talk about intimate, right?
Yes.
So how much more do you want? Tell me how do you?
I'll do the Stairmaster.
Tell me how do you? This is what we say. We want it different. We want it that way. Cause we getting in this couple goals, and this is what This is what they're gonna get.
I know it.
Yeah. Plain Jane just don't work anymore. And it
is very important to keep yourself together.
Plain Jane just don't work no more. When you're talking about the drive and a guy, a woman, and like, are you want to feel 20?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you got the right man.
I think that's the greatest thing that you and I have done is implement working out together.
Yeah.
Like we're in Droptober. We've got this challenge going on in the realtalkkim.com world where people are literally signing up to be a part of Droptober. Yeah. And it is because I don't care what any of you say. When you let yourself go, you do not feel sexually attracted to your partner.
Yeah.
Like you just feel like I don't look good, you're not nice. And we are doing this thing together, so we're all holding each other accountable. You were really the first guy that I've ever been in a relationship with that's made it very, very known. I care what your body looks like.
Yeah.
Like I care that you take care of yourself. I care that your hair is done. I care that your nails are done. You go with me to the salon and we get pedicures together and manicures together, and we pick out my colors together.
Right.
I have never in my life been in a relationship where I could have give a flip what that person thought. So you're doing something right.
It's people out there that's in the bed that never seen each other's bodies, and they underneath the cover, and they don't have babies.
No,
I don't know how they did it. You know what I'm saying?
People do that
underneath the sheets. Hey, turn off the lights.
Y'all need to stop that.
I'm like,
you need to put spice back into your marriages.
Like,
you need to stop being resentful.
Girl, we need to see that body.
Come on. Even if it's a little fluffy.
We need to see what it like.
Let it clap. Let it clap.
I just think.
Don't you think a man would rather have a confident clapping?
I just think that they got to get in the couples goals. They'll see it and hear it.
I agree.
You know,
get in the couples goals because we're going to be talking about this stuff. Here's another thing that I believe that I collected.
Or singles too.
Singles too.
Yeah, we got more singles. We got more singles than anything. So it's like
we do.
Because I mean, I understand why they single because they lost.
How they lost?
You know, they go out with Jimmy Butterfly over here. And he think because he got a nice ride.
Yeah.
He got a nice job.
Yeah.
Then what happened when the devil come?
Yeah. Don't know God.
That job that you had.
Yeah.
Mean just over broke.
Yep.
You don't have that anymore.
Just over broke job.
Yeah. Because you treated it the wrong way. Just over broke.
Yeah.
Because you didn't ever invest in yourself.
And you didn't have no peace.
Right. So
you were messy.
So then that nice little,
I've been all these things.
Those nice cars and stuff is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and you settle.
Yeah.
And listen, when you are dating, God gives you red flags. Stop trying to force God to change those red flags to green.
Right.
You're wasting your time. You are literally wasting your time on a project that ain't for you. When the right one comes in your life, you have no question. Don't you agree?
Yeah, but the thing is that being in a big city, people that live in a big city, that's what the problem is. If they were just somewhere in a small city like Valdosta, Macon, we're in Atlanta, or were you in Houston, you in California.
What do you think keeps people single? Up into their 40s, 50s, and 60s. Some people ain't never been married.
I think that they wasted.
I kind of question. Never mind.
I think they wasted too much.
I'll get emails on that.
I think they wasted too much of their own time and what they didn't know what they wanted. You know what they. Well,
you know, when I met you, your friend told me, I was like, "Why is this dude single?" Because you were such a nice, gorgeous man, very demure, very just together. And your friend told me, it was like because he wasted too much time on the wrong people.
Well, I was dating. But then when you get tired of dating the wrong people, then that's when you start saying I'm spending time with the wrong person. So you have to think about, like you say, if you're getting at a certain age, you have to understand when is enough when you're going to stop saying, I'm going out just because he asked me out because he's taking me somewhere. I'm like, you can take your own self somewhere. Yeah. Sometimes you can pull up.
So stop wasting your time.
Yeah, stop wasting your own time.
You already know if they're not the one.
Yeah. I mean, then you'll go out again.
Because even if you say he's just filling a spot for me, he's just company, that's still keeping this vibe around you that you're not completely available.
And then his negativity is all that stuff is just rubbing off on her or each other. Yeah. So it's like, what are you going out for? For food?
And baby, you and I both talk about this often. People that we were in prior relationships with, we knew when it was done.
Right.
We just started, there was just a lot of chaos and confusion. It was time for it to be over. And y'all listen to me, even though the relationship's over, don't mean you're over. If you've made it before them. God can't give you the right person as long as you're out here kissing frogs.
I would think if you had a good relationship with the person and it didn't work out, then you should be friends, and then you can have lunch or dinner or stuff that you can talk about each other's life. That's nothing nothing attached to it.
Oh,
You
wow.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have a good friend or a guy friend, you become friends.
Yeah.
It just didn't work.
And there's some
So
people
you
that
don't
I
have to
have
do that.
that we were definitely just friends.
Yeah, it's certain people that you can do that with.
Yeah.
You know?
So you think after you date somebody and y'all
Yeah.
you can still be friends with them?
Yeah, you can be
I do
friends.
too.
Yeah, you can be friends. It didn't work, but he's a good level-headed person. He's a good business guy. He take care of himself. And maybe, like I say, it's good.
Just we didn't work out with
Yeah,
y'all.
it just didn't work out. And maybe somebody like them probably would be in our couples goals of single people that can get into something like that. Cause it's kind of like, you know, you don't have any animosity against the person. It just didn't work out.
Yeah.
And then if you feel that person, that you're so mad at that person because it didn't work out for you, then there's something wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
Something wrong.
But we look at rejection as such a bad thing.
I'm quite sure somebody mad at me.
I know it. Me too.
But I did everything I could.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm OCD. They didn't realize that after a couple times and stuff.
Yo, Angelo said he went out with me several times just to see how I would react in different situations. Like he wanted to see, because he's OCD.
Yeah.
And I passed the test, obviously, because we got married.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, y'all listen, we are going to break and we will be right back. We're going to finish with 3 more great marriage advice to leave with them, because we are in relationship goals month for me and my baby, my hunka hubba. I love being married to you. Being married to you is the greatest thing ever. We're going to give y'all some more tips.
Maybe we get to fight on the treadmill.
And then
we get to fight on the Stairmaster.
Maybe
we'll go after we get through taping just to keep our blood flowing.
I'm good. Yo, he's stubborn. I'm gonna end up on that Stairmaster. I am gonna end up. We'll be right back.
See us in the gym near you, Stairmaster.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are still on the topic of that Stairmaster.
The master. Don't you have master class?
I have master classes.
It goes with the Stairmaster. That's what it is.
Y'all listen to me. I'm ending up going to the Stairmaster just to do it. I will literally be on that treadmill running at 5.5, 6.1, and running like someone's chasing me, and it still ain't good enough. He still wants me to get on that Stairmaster. So what am I going to do? I'm going to get on the Stairmaster. Absolutely. So baby, listen, we've been talking about, we're in relationship goals this whole month. We've got singles, we've got divorced, people that walk through multiple divorces, people that are just walking through a divorce, starting over. We've got people that are, that were married for 42 years and their spouse died and now they're starting over again. Like we've got a big spectrum from young to seasoned people in this group. And I conglomerated some things about relationships. And number 1 was fight the problem, not each other. Number 2 was check-ups with a licensed marriage counseling when needed. If y'all keep finding yourself fighting each other all the time, go talk to somebody. In fact, BetterHelp.com. Is a virtual. Y'all can literally sit on a Zoom.
Maybe they need to check their license and make sure they got married.
Why?
You got to go to counseling.
Some people just fight.
They just say, well, you know what?
Some people just fight.
They've been fighting all them years, and then they found out they wasn't even legally married. You'd be like, that license don't even.
How could you not be legally married?
Somebody at the clerk that was probably didn't file it. They was probably had a little too much alcohol.
I remember when me and you went and got our license. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And we had to stand in front of the window and do this.
But that's what it is. I mean, you probably think about, a license and the marriage is, I think all that stuff where people think about, you start looking at all the stuff, paperwork and this and that. Do you really want to fight the problem? Do you want to fight the license? Do you want to fight all this paperwork? Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, Angela, it is so tough out in these streets.
So
y'all need to work it out. Like, y'all need to stop fighting. You need to stop being petty.
Well,
you need to really stop fighting about them socks not hitting the hamper.
Well, you can't say it's tough in the streets because you ain't never been in the streets.
Baby, I was in the streets.
You're a pastor. tell me what most pastors said was tough out here in the streets and stuff. You can't. I'm street.
Yo,
you know
every
what
time
I'm
I
saying?
say, every time I say,
Street.
it's been tough out in these
Tougher
streets.
out these
He's like, girl,
streets.
you ain't never been in the street.
I mean,
Shut your mouth.
You been hanging out with Taffy Dollar. I mean,
Dr.
Pat,
Judy
Dr.
Freeman.
G. I'm like,
They've been married forever.
I
Here's
know.
the key, though.
I've been in the streets. I can tell you what they names and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the key. I've been in the streets. Sometimes the Christian world's way worse than the streets.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had to flip tables.
Oh, right. Okay, here's another one. Intimacy. Making sure you're keeping things spicy in your marriage. Here's number 4. Make sure that we come first, not the children. These are great advice points. Make sure you're writing these down and then sit down with your spouse. We come first.
Yeah, we come first. The children know we hate. The children know we hate kids.
Hey, to our kids, we love you very much. We are very glad that you're grown, but we love you very much.
Like, if it's time for me to go to Disney World before you, I guarantee I'm already going to be at Disney World.
So make sure that you're putting each other first and not the children.
Yeah.
Number 5 is maintaining biblical order in your relationship. You're the head of our home. You wear the pants in this family, and you're leading so well. One thing that I discovered is I don't care what kind of woman you are. When the man is leading correctly, it is easy for us to follow. We just need somewhere to go. Number 6, helping each other. Keep each other, without judging, keep each other organized together. Just keep speaking life into each other and realize that ever so often, one of us is going to have a bad day and we speak into each other. Number 7 is listen to understand, not to respond. That was so good, wasn't it?
Man, that was good.
Y'all, this was a great podcast. We love you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Couples,
I love you.
Singles.
Yep, couples, singles.
Widows.
I'm talking starting over again. You need to be. Starts October 7th. And it doesn't matter if you are hearing this a year down the road. You can still go to realtalkkim.com and get in the relationship goals. Y'all, we're saving some marriages.
And
we're getting some people ready to be married because this is suddenly going to happen to you.
And single guys, I got a few guys that called me up, and some of these guys.
We've got some surprises in relationship goals too.
Got some guys that's in there too. So got some single friends and some guys that I know that kind of jumped in. So I'm like, yeah.
Really great looking men too, singles.
Right.
We've met a lot of our followers at the gym.
Yeah. I've been meeting guys and stuff, but bumping into them, but a lot of my friends too. So they've been watching the podcast.
I gotta say, I've been thoroughly blessed by our gym and the men, the big old burly men that have stopped us at the gym and say, I watch you too. Y'all bless me. And they are in the relationship goals now.
Yeah.
So get in there. Get in the room. Get in the room. God's gonna bring your baby. Get in the room. Y'all, we're so glad that you joined us. Make sure that you're going to realtalkkim.com and being a part of our world. Make sure you're signing up for Droptober. This whole month, we're putting our bodies into alignment, getting close to God. All of that is at realtalkkim.com. You can also go to RTK Couples Goals.
We got any pastors that want to get in? Because they don't have to be in these streets. Any pastors, deacons, elders?
Yes.
I mean, come on in.
Limitless. Listen to me. If you are a part of Limitless, make sure you're getting there on Sundays. 1653 Highway 85 South, Fayetteville, Georgia, 30215. Every Sunday, 10, 11:30. Me and my baby's in that room. I'm dropping the word. And then we have stuff going on all throughout the week. Get in my masterminds. If you want some one-on-one coaching, go to RTK Masterminds and sign up, or you can just go to realtalkkim.com. You can also download my app on your phone and get to everything in my world right there. Just go to your Apple Store, your Google Play Store, download the Real Talk Kim Go app. Get in my RTK Inner Circle, innercircle.realtalkkim.com. We love you so much. Thank you for sharing this, baby. You got any parting words, you handsome, gorgeous man of God?
October the 7th.
October 7th, be in the room. You can also watch the replays. So if you can't be there October 7th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's okay. You can go back and watch all the replays. We love you. Over and out. See y'all next week.